Hi, I'm the Burial from the Burial's Naturals and Case Physical Evolutionary Empowerment. And yeah, my last video accidentally got disconnected when I was saying that I had to get my chart. Speaking on Divine Masculine and this heart chakra activation. So at the same time, my chart actually originally looked like this. And I said, you guys deserve an upgrade. So now my chart looks like this. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it up again in case you want to pause the screen to look at what I wrote down. But these are the notes that the Most High gave me. And then as I was drawing my person, Most High showed me something else that actually went with this. So I'm gonna try to tie this in together. Okay, and that's why I have all these other notes on here, because as you can see, what the Most High showed me originally and I was channeling is not, it's not as detailed as this here. So bear with me. We're not just doing a reading, y'all, we learning. Okay, we're not just doing a reading, we learning. So we were talking about Divine Masculine having this heart chakra activation, and when this heart chakra activation takes place, what's happening is you're synchronizing the heart chakra energy with the Lord, with the sacral chakra energy. I'm going to show you here. Hold up my little... Okay, so the green is the heart chakra energy and is synchronizing with this sacral chakra energy, the sexual energy. And then the solar plexus energy here, the yellow, is communicating with this root chakra energy. Now, there is a 4.5 chakra here, which is the high heart chakra, which is activated at this point. There are 7 chakras. On this picture here, you see 8 little circles because of this 4.5, this 4.5 one, which is the high heart, because we have the heart chakra at 4 and we have the high heart chakra. Now, there is another, this is the third dimensional chakra system here, but there is a fourth, fifth, and sixth dimensional chakra system, because as you have mastered the 3-dimensional chakra system, the colors change and you begin to evolve. But this high heart chakra center is the awakening center for the soul. So I said I was going to hold it up so you guys can screenshot it or take a picture of it or pause it to read it. I hope you guys can read my handwriting. Let me pull it back a little bit because I know it. Okay, so that gives you a chance to screenshot or pause it. I don't have a camera where I can do screen share with you guys and scan this in the computer and then show it to you and then talk on. I don't have that technology right now. So there you go. So what was I talking about? I was talking about how this is going to manifest the physical union. This heart chakra activation that's necessary in the Divine Masculine is going to take place in the sexual center. So a lot of readers have been, and I've been following quite a few of them because I have my own journey, and then I have clients as well. So they're like, okay, why is he acting so sexually revved up for me? And that's all he wants. All he wants is sex. All he wants, Divine Masculine wants is sex. Well, it's part of his activation process, and men and women express themselves differently. So even though this is your equal opposite, this is your soulmate, this is your kingdom spouse, then there's some things, honey, you just gotta learn about. If you're a masculine watching this, or you're a feminine watching this, feminists, learn something about men, other than learn something about them biologically, chemically. Learn something about them, how their genetic makeup is. Learn something about how they function in the world. That will give you a better understanding. Masculines, learn something about women other than the assumptions and the stuff you see in social media and these people giving their opinion on everything. Yes, I'm talking about divine masculine, and yes, this is a feminine on my picture for those you little critiquers. But I get tired of looking at those medical and them chakra people, and none of them look like me, honey. So I made one that look like me, honey. So, and she got her crown. Boop. So, learn something about that. You know, like delve into that, read on it. It'll give you a better understanding, so that you don't think that everything is so shallow, because we are who we are. We're made how we're made. We're God. The Bible says we're fearfully and woefully made. God made us exactly how He wanted us to be, honey. And you don't want a man that don't sexually desire you. Like, right? Really? Like, do you want him to be dried up and not interested in you? Tell the truth. Come on now. So stop complaining. Anywho, he had a journey to go on too. It wasn't like yours. You went on your journey. Nobody judging you. Stop judging him. I'm on the masculine side right now because it's about the masculine heart chakra activation. Expression as anxiety. Okay, so when there is like a resistance, it says the expression as anxiety, stress, headaches, panic attacks, and high blood pressure. So this is when we got symptoms of the resistance to the heart chakra activations. And this resistance may not be conscious. It may not be conscious, because the masculine hasn't had to express himself in that manner, or actually taught not to express himself in that manner by society. So he's going to resist the programming. He's going to resist because of the programming. He's going to resist the rewriting of the program. And this is going to happen on the inside. This is going to happen because of traumas. This is going to happen because of all the people writing on the canvas of his life and on his psyche as he developed and grew. And it's going to build a resistance in the body, in the channeled energy channels in the body. And that resistance is where the energy flow is going to be blocked, because the energy vortexes have to be able to flow freely. They have to be able to flow freely. That there can be blockages, and blockages. So there's positive and negative. So there can be negative aspects to these same chakras if they are blocked, or if they're overactive in the lower dimensional energy. So everything requires balance. The heart chakra regulates the entire body electrical system and electromagnetic system. So that will be the energy field that I didn't draw on this particular chart. But the heart center is like the rhythm of the body, and there's an electromagnetic field that is built around the body, and it regulates that field. It also regulates the flow of the energy through the other chakras. When it opens, extremely large amounts of energy are released, and the body has to find a way to compensate. It may not be able to synthesize all the energy due to your diet, the environment, the matrix influence, environmental influence, the matrix influence on the body, how much energy it can harness due to these factors. Okay, so the body is well able to harness more energy than it has been in practice of doing so. So the divine wants us to know that the body can harness way more energy than it has been in practice of doing so. So we have not practiced harnessing this energy. So as this heart chakra activates and this energy expands and is released, then the body is trying to find a way, okay, what do I do with all this energy? I'm not equipped for it. I haven't been fed to synthesize this energy. I've been eating things that are lower vibrational than this energy is, and so it will manifest as it's purifying the body, as it's trying to make its way through it. It's having to adapt. Your body is having to adapt to this energy surge And where there's blockages, saying, where the conscious, subconscious mind has built up these blockages due to trauma and stuff like that, there's going to be a blockage in that channel of energy that's saying, you can't sit here. This seat's taken. And that's where our triggers come up. And this is where we realize that there's some things that still need to be healed so that you can open up that energy channel. And a lot of us are very resistant to this because we don't want change. We don't want to change. It was hard enough to get where we was. And it was hard to get where we was because it wasn't natural. It wasn't natural. And just releasing and allowing is natural. And receiving from the universe and receiving this energy from yourself and the receiving love is natural. However, we've been taught to be resistant of it, to be afraid of it, to be, cautious of it, to put up walls against it, because, and then that programming that is opposite to what our nature is what makes it difficult because we've been taught to do something opposite than what's natural to us. And this is the case with the masculine, because we're talking about the masculine right now, but I'm talking about us collectively also. So when it opens, extremely large amounts of energy are released and the body has to find a way to compensate. It may not be able to synthesize all this energy due to diet or environmental or / matrix influences on the body and how much energy it can harness due to these factors. Now, harness or retain or utilize or distribute throughout the body in a manner in which it can be put to use. But the spirit said the body is well able to harness more energy than it has been in practice of doing so. And this is where they said choice and discipline are yours once you know this. Because once you know that your body can harness more energy, now choice and discipline is where it comes in. If you choose that you want to experience this, then now you have to have the discipline to do what it takes to build your body up to a place where it can harness this energy. If you desire to access or retain more of this energy, practice expressing love. They said cleanse and flush the blockages through meditation and visualization, often, regularly, in order to communicate to the subconscious mind your desire to release old information to receive new blueprints via downloads. So once the subconscious mind receives this desire input from the conscious mind, it begins to rewrite itself. In order to do so, a toxin dump will take place in order to eliminate any old programming that does not agree with the new expressed direction the individual self awakened and realized desires. Now you are aware and also practicing love in the form of gratitude, expanding one's capacity to love, to grow, to give, and to receive, and thus heal that which was damaged and integrate. The integration is a big part of manifestation. And then that's where, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, this is my first time reading these notes since I channeled them about 2 to 4 days ago, and I just did this today. So interestingly enough, it really does match, because on this chart it's talking about manifesting the karmic, when this karmic chakra is open, which is the high heart chakra. When it's open, one experiences and receives love and also spreads love to others joyfully. The individual with the open high heart chakra spreads care and is very forgiving, spiritual, compassionate in nature, and helps materialize. And this helps materialize the dreams and desires of the soul in this lifetime. But I also have written down what a balanced and positive high heart chakra does, its purpose and function, and what a negative imbalanced high heart chakra does. And you will see, if you pause the screen and looked at some of those things, you'll see that these are some of the attributes that of the blockages that's experienced by the divine masculine as the heart chakra is activating and burning away those obstructions in the path of this clear, beautiful energy. In order to instantaneously manifest, one must be able to not only visualize the desire express it in some form of they express it in some form, like a prayer, spoken word, some kind of ritual or act, to include but not be limited to sex or sexual acts. So the manifestation ability can take place through ritual sex. And I'm saying it that way, but whenever I say it that way, it sort of sounds like satanic and demonic stuff. But understand that every sexual act is not dark and demonic. Some are very beautiful, and no matter how it's expressed or what you do in secret in your bedroom, you know what your intention is. That's what matters. The divine knows what the intention is. The energy around you, the universe senses the intention of the act. So that's just to clarify, so no one thinks I'm telling you, hey, you want to create something, do sex magic with people without their permission. This is talking about divine masculines and divine feminines. And in order to be labeled a divine masculine, divine feminine, you have to exhibit divinity. You have to be your divine energy, your higher vibrational energy. So this is flow with me where I am. Don't go someplace else because you've been trained to see the toxicity and negativity of everything that's not what you're used to. Anyway, in order to instantaneously manifest, one must be able to visualize the desire, and express it in some form, whether it's through a prayer, through spoken word, or a ritualistic act. It could be as simple as saying, you lighting a candle and saying happy birthday. You just manifested a happy birthday. That was the intent when you lit the candle and said happy birthday and then blew it out. That's a ritual act. You do it on occasion once a year. It's a ritual act. Simple. Bring things down to the base level. You must integrate love, emotion, which is energy in motion. Actually, yeah, any emotion, energy in motion, emotion, can integrate and create. We choose love as the vibration. Okay, this is what they were saying. Okay, I'm going to reread this because I realized that me explaining takes away from what they're saying. So, in order to instantaneously manifest, one must be able to not only visualize the desire, and which is expressing it in a prayer, spoken word, or ritual act. One must integrate love, emotion, because love is an energy. 528 hertz vibrational frequency. Exactly. Actually, any emotion can integrate to create. So sadness, they can anger, frustration, we got a plethora of emotions here that we can utilize to integrate and create. We choose love as the vibration because of its ethical nature that is true, right, and just. And this will steer the nature of the manifestation into that of high vibration, thus contributing to the vibration of the earth and collective. And thus the creation will be that of the highest good for the world rather than that of evil, malice, destruction, lowering the vibration to the detriment of the collective and to the self. This is why we say manifest in love vibration. Divine Masculine has been doing a lot of work spiritually and thus finds himself in need of more downtime, rest, and emptiness activities. Emptiness activities do not require or demand his full attention, time, or it actually requires nothing of him except just to be. To exist without thought or desire, without need or obligation. Such activities are passive or active, but require nothing of the soul energy exchange from masculine. I think it was saying it is his form of passive meditation, sleeping while awake. its description as if of a place where masculine is able to be without anything, just be. Silence is one way, but they have other ways where they go into the empty while engaging with others on autopilot, but it is preferred to do so alone. So they're trying to explain kind of like to you guys what the emptiness, what the masculine's need for emptiness is. And there could be many different activities that he uses to empty or to be in emptiness. Uh, and they told me to point out autopilot, being on autopilot mode while he's requiring this emptiness to manifest this heart chakra activation and release those blockages, open up those blockages. They told me to highlight autopilot because they said the feminine would have a problem with feeling like her masculine is on autopilot in her presence. But they want you to know, not in the case with divine feminine. He's not on autopilot in her presence. Exactly the opposite. He's his most alive and awake and present in her presence. This is the catalyst which drives all I have above mentioned according to divine masculine. You woke me up, he says. I am alive. So the divine feminine is the catalyst for this activation process, and that's also why I got her here on this picture. So I just wanted to, Spirit just told me to channel that message to you guys, so I'm going to channel that message to you. And since we're already 20 minutes into this video, I'm going to stop it here, and then I'm going to continue it. I'm going to continue it because I said that I had a dream that I had to share with you guys also that was related to this. So I'm going to make another video for that. Until then, I love you and thank you for watching. Goodbye.